United States has authorized the evacuation of non-emergency employees and their family members in Nigeria. The U.S. State Department announced the approval in an update on its Nigeria travel advisory on Tuesday evening. You think this is not a serious matter, to the extent that they started evacuating their people. Unlike before, they would just give warning, or they would tell their citizens, oh, these are the states you need to go, these are the states you don't even need to go. But for the fact that they are now evacuating their people because of the warning that they have given that they could be attacked in Abuja, but the federal government, through Lai Mohammed, said, forget it, nothing will happen, everything is fine. Forget all those threats that Nigeria is more safer than before. That is what Lai Mohammed is saying. Lai Mohammed has been on the position of that the federal government has decimated this Boko Haram, that nothing to fear. But at the end of the day, reverse has been the case. What he said is not even what is on ground in reality. And now he's saying people should just discard it and go about their normal businesses, that it is it's unconfirmed. And the federal government is saying that, after all too, the United States is not safe. These people, okay, well, believe them to your own peril. Just believe them. For the fact that they are evacuating their people, that was the same thing that they said in, what is it called, in Ukraine. I think it's some months before the actual war started. Like they always say, he that has here, let's him here. Hear this and do the needful. If you rely on Nigerian government, you're on your own, no? Because these guys they know how to take care of themselves. The update noted that the U.S. Embassy in Abuja will have limited ability to provide emergency assistance to U.S. citizens, while the consulate in Lagos is still providing routine and emergency services. On October 25th, 2022, the department authorized the departure of non-emergency U.S. government employees, family members, due to the heightened risk of terrorist attacks. The update reads: the U.S. Embassy Abuja continues to have limited ability to provide emergency assistance to U.S. citizens in Nigeria. The U.S. Consulate in Lagos is providing all routine and emergency services to U.S. citizens in Nigeria. The advisory also indicated that Nigeria rated level 3, which means citizens should reconsider traveling to the country. Americans were advised to possibly shelve travel plans due to crime, terrorism, civil unrest, kidnapping, and maritime crime. Although Nigeria is a level 3 country, some states are said to have a higher risk of attack, and as such are level 4, which means Americans should not travel to such places. Americans were warned of possible terrorist attacks and kidnapping in Borno, Yobe, Adamawa, Bauchi, Gombe, Kaduna, Kano, Katsina, and Zamfara states. Now all those places, okay. Mainly, we still have other ones that are quite bombed by Bayelsa, Cross River, Delta, and River State, with the exception of Port Harcourt, were also listed as level 4 due to the crime, kidnapping, and maritime crime. The U.S. State Department warned that terrorists may attack with little or no warning, and we target public places like shopping centers, malls, markets, hotels, places of worship, restaurants, bars, schools, government installations, and transportation hubs. The evacuation authorization comes days after the US and UK warned of an elevated risk of terror attacks in the Federal Capital Territory, FCT. In response, the federal government said the country is safer than before, citing the recent successes recorded by the armed forces. Okay, you think so? You can never even trust all these Nigerian politicians. Trust them now. With all the promises they have made, have they been able to secure anybody? No, their citizens. No, they will not. They've not. So you just listen to them and follow them. You will hear it. Well, nonsense. Then the US and UK are behind the said attacks that will be launched. How could the US raise alarm on potential attacks in Nigeria and couldn't do the same in the US, where school children were killed most recently? My prayer are both in the country of Nigeria besides Boko Haram, ISWAP, and bandits like the West are planning something serious on Nigeria again. Okay, and you wear suit and tie in your profile. Now wow. Oh my goodness. Maybe they are planning another jailbreak. Even the US is not even safe. A lot of gun violence going on there, and many are dying on daily basis. Be using that one to console yourself. Even there's nowhere where there's no crime, but the ability to be able to capture them, to be able to deal with them decisively, that is what matters, and they will come to your rescue. Will anybody come to your rescue in this country? Where Nigeria government should ignore their flaws and take their situation alert seriously. It concern them. You know, concern them now. Now you concern now. Of course I do. In this our present world, no one fire shots on someone without planning it. If it is in Nigeria, they will target unknown gunmen. Are you aware that gangsterism is taking over the US, and the gun violence that has been going on since last year is as a result of a gangsterism? Well, there's a difference between domestic violence and terrorism. We experience domestic violence here in Nigeria and 100 times within a month, but the act of terrorism beats harder at the citizens' security and economy. The evil political alliance between Atiku, Tinubu, Buhari, Saraki Tambuwa, and Dino has finally destroyed Nigeria. These people are not morally qualified to lead us anymore. Abike Dabiri Erewa just gave red signal alerts on some countries too dangerous for Nigerians. The same government have a way of debunking if it is against them. UN, UK, US are as the watchdog. World police now warning. You and your cohorts are the real enemy of this country, always been negative. As usual, the relevant agencies of governments of Nigeria will not take proactive steps, yet they are always reactionary. As Buhari expressed fake shock over this development, because in another place, the Yadiyaju shared that a US UK direct evacuations of citizens staff at his embassy out of Abuja over terrorist attack. If you want to listen to anybody, listen to them. If not, you have yourself to blame. Be trivializing it to say it no matter. Just as a Lai Mohammed has told you that it does not matter, that Nigeria is more safer than before, now than before. So continue to believe them. In all the promises they made, have they ever fulfilled anything? They will tell you everything is fine. They will tell you are not even hungry. They will tell you there's food in surplus. Since the problem of insecurity have now become tradition, I urge them to run for their lives. Obviously, Buhari have made every arrangement of handing over the government for the terrorists. His body language towards the US and UK intelligence reports about the terrorist plan to attack Abuja have said it all. So guys, let's say your opinion on this. Thank you.